No.
Now, is the thing working now? I went and cleared everything out of the phone. I just cleared everything, shut it all off, and then the phone wouldn't come on. I'm at 100% charge, so maybe it's working now. Maybe it's Restream. Now it's working, guys. Thank the Lord.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God, for making Restream work. Thank you, Lord. It's working now.
I'm still here for the third time.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that time. I'm glad you're working with me. At least all of you guys. I didn't think it was going to work. It had to be Restream. Hi, Lele. Nice to see you come up and over here. Maybe you can pray us out tonight if you want. So how was your guys' day? Mine was good. Yeah, I'm glad you guys came back in here. Hi, Casey. Hi, Miss Blue Moon. But no, my day went pretty good. Got some more of them solar lights to do a review tomorrow. I did the one this morning and had to go get some more parts for Edna's van. But hi, Tiffany. I'm gonna try to drop. Well, first I'm gonna tell everybody what we're doing. This week here we started a giveaway, and we got these gift cards, and we started it on Monday, and it was on the 9th, and I told everybody whoever's in the chat will have a chance to win their choice of these gift cards. We're going to put them in this thing here, and whoever's name we pull out of there, they'll win one of the gift cards, their choice. Hi, Black Watch. It was probably your fault my stream was running. You probably got ice cream everywhere on my buttons from eating ice cream in the car. But we're going to give one of these this week, whoever's name's in here. And then after we draw the gift card, and then we got a UV or one of these little lights here. Let me get one here. Have to get one out. USB lights. You plug them in your computer. We're going to draw somebody's name for it too. Got a purple and a blue one. Yeah, I think it was purple and blue we got. But I'm glad the stream's working now.
Please show Larry peace and love.
But no, this thing here was starting to drive me crazy. I was going to let you guys see what it feels like to be on a flying saucer. And then you guys could tell me about it. I got my electric guitar today, and it's been fun to play. Edna won't cut the strings on it. She made me take it to the basement. But yeah, it's been fun to play, messing around with that. But I'm going to try to drop the link. See if I can get somebody up here. I hope it works now. Maybe after me shutting my phone off a couple times. Hi, Travis. I thought I was gonna have to have you come and fix my StreamYard. But I talked to God, he came and fixed it for me. There we go. It's gonna work tonight now, buddy. Yeah, it's gonna work now. Now I better get to the back room. But no, I had a pretty good day. How's your trip going, Travis? Hi, Irvin. I'm glad you wasn't having to fight to get through this mess that I've been through with this phone a little bit ago. This is my third time coming up here. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to throw this phone like a flying saucer. Hi, Sissy K. When you gonna come? When are you and Travis gonna come get your barking rooster? I guess if you don't come get him, I guess I'll keep him for you. Hi, Tiffany.
He's an hour away. Travis said.
Oh, Tiffany, your bars are falling off again. Let me see if I can make it any better. I'm trying to get Tiffany in here. Hold on, Tiffany. I'm trying. There you go. Oh, she fell back off. Let me try it again. There we go. I can't hear you. Oh, they fell off again. Hey, Travis, you should have seen the mess that I got in with uh Edna's 3.8 in her van. Boy, that thing was a mess. But I got it all apart now. Clear down to the pistons. I ordered a new oil pump today for it. Didn't need one, but I had it tore down that far. Just might as well do the whole thing. But
Travis says, I don't know.
yeah, I was gonna bring that piece down and show it to you, Travis. That thing was a nightmare.
She's back in.
She ain't back there. See? No, you're not in the back. I got the back room open. I don't know where you're at. Maybe you're the same place I was at. There you come.
She gets up there, what do you suppose she will say? I hope.
Hold on, Edna. There you are. Hello? No, she fell off again. I think she got her mic muted. Yeah, she fell out again. Hi Susie. Uh, hope you guys been watching some of the reviews on the solar lights. Here's the spaceship one, and this is the other one. Now we're going to do another one tomorrow. To get back to the gift cards, since we did it on the other one. This week we did a draw. We're doing a drawing from Monday to Friday, and we're giving away your choice of the gift cards. We got Visa card, $25. Target card, $25. Bath and Body, $25. And Pizza Hut, $25. There's Tammy. Hi,
Hey,
Tammy.
Larry. Have rain
And
coming
then we got,
along.
oh, it's in probably a million pieces. Edna's dad came down there and seen it, and he's like, "Boy, you got a mess." He said, "You got parts laying everywhere." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "It's pretty bad. You got to tear that motor clear down to the pistons just to replace a bracket."
Oh,
But
okay.
but no, I just thought I better, since I had to restart over a couple times. I was just trying to show everybody of what we're giving away. But after we give the gift cards away, we got a USB light that you plug in your computer or any USB outlet. You know, if your electric goes off and you got one of these USB battery lights or one of these solar lights, it's got the USB on it, you can plug it in it. You know, it's just another option. If your power goes out, you can have light. But you know, we did some reviews this week. If some of you guys didn't see the reviews on this uh light here, and then we did one here, and tomorrow we're going to do another one. Miss Blue Moon said we can do a review on it. But you know, it's just another way we can teach people a little bit about some of the solar lights. They're neat. You know, if you get, like Irvin said, you get out on the road, that would be a good light to put behind your vehicle. If
Vehicle.
you're, yeah, if you're broke down, you know, they run anywhere from $10 to $15. I think that's pretty good. You don't have to buy D batteries for a flashlight. You know, if you have it charged up, it'll be ready to go.
Yeah, that's a good idea, putting it behind the vehicle if you break down.
Yeah, I heard Irvin say that, and I was like, yeah, that there would probably work better than a flare because they're very bright, Nick. You can slow the blinking down or speed it up. You know, that would let people know that you're broke down. And but I seen that they found some more documents on old Joe today. I think big things are going to come out about that. But
How's
I,
everyone doing?
oh, we're doing good. Uh, but no, we're doing really well. If we just get this van, we did have 3 vehicles broke down, but I got 2 of them back up and running. We had our Jeep broke down. We use it when it snows real bad. And then Michael's car, it broke down, but he needed 2 new tires and a belt, so we got them put on. And then Edna's van went down, so that left us with 1 car, our Subaru. So now we got 2 cars and a Jeep running, but we still got to get our van moving.
Yeah, she likes her van.
Well, you know, it makes it nice and comfortable for, you know, we got the kids, and you know, if the kids are one of their friends or Michael or somebody decides to go, it gives everybody plenty of room, to, they can stretch out in the van. They ain't all cramped together. But yeah, there's a. Did you see California? Boy, it's awful. I seen two cars.
You have it on the news.
I seen two or three cars just fell straight in, right through the bridge. Cause after that earthquake, it weakened it, and they fell through the bridge. And then underneath the bridge, a big old mudslide came down the hill. I was like, boy, that'd be awful. But
Yeah.
they said California could even go off into the ocean. They're saying, I don't know. Uh, but that's like they said, when California falls off, it'll make a big, uh, like wave come and it'd wipe half the United States off. That would have to be bad if that would happen.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell. I still say somehow they can mess with the weather. Because our weather here, I've never, a few years ago, I seen the grounds get so soft, but this year it looks like it's going to be another one of those years. It's just going to be wet and everything's just going to be muddy all winter.
Yeah. The weather down here should be 70 tomorrow.
Yeah, a lot of the people that's on here, I talked to them and asked them about the weather, and they was like, well, we're getting sunshine. Another one will say, well, we're getting rain. So I guess it just depends where you live. You see Blackwatch there in the chat? Yeah, the other day he went for a car ride and he got stuck in the trunk. He was eating banana splits and he threw his cherries on the floor. He ain't riding with me
Yeah.
no more.
Yeah, I heard that.
And then we built that fire to keep everybody warm. And then we was making s'mores down there. And Irvin told him, said, you better pick that chocolate up around that fire. He said, it's going to melt. He left it lay on the floor and it melted.
He left it till me and lived.
Well, I'm going to get off it.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems like it's working real good now because now when Tiffany tried to get up here, it was clear in the red. And then it would go to green and then it go in the red. It must be where she lives. Or she's got.
Probably up on that hill.
It's just like when you can get on here pretty good, but it's like when Casey was trying to get on here, it just cuts it out. Like right now, if you look up in your corner, where you're on, it's in the yellow right now.
Yeah.
You want that to be in the green, but if it's in any of the red, it usually won't come through.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk to
But
everybody later.
okay. Maybe we'll get somebody interested up here, give me some ideas. Maybe they'll talk to me.
Okay.
Maybe we can get Irvin and Travis up here talking about something or time. One of them.
One of them might come up and say something.
Yeah, maybe they got something to talk about. But I'll try to drop the link and see if it's going to work now. I'll talk to you later. Okay, you see if this thing's going to work. It seems like it's working now. Unless I jinx it. gonna work, boys, girls. There it goes. It's gone. It went somewhere. Yep, it's working now. That's what I wanted. It's probably all the praying to God probably made it work.
Thank you, God.
He probably chased them all out of there. Said, make Larry's antenna work. I was about ready to get me a clothes hanger and put it in the top of that hole on the top of the phone and see if that helped. Go get me a set of rabbit ears and put on it. But yeah, it's working now. Before I started, I cleared everything on the phone. I figure it would have worked, but it wanted me to take that new platform. And like Irvin, he puts it on his TV and it just throws everything off. So it works better this way. I like this platform better. Yeah, I like it a lot better. Edna, hand me that lighter. I know Edna was reading some of the documents that came out to me today. I couldn't remember all of it, but she was reading it, and I was like, man, they said they found a bunch more somewhere else now on the Just Go Brandon guy. I said, well, heck, they'll probably just keep finding them. It's hard to tell how many of them documents he gave to Joe. Yeah, I'd say Joe's probably got some of them documents too. And then when they go to look in all the other crap, they'll be like, man, he's just got too much stuff out there. What'd you guys think of the planes getting grounded this morning? I think that was an exercise. There's Urban. I'm trying, Urban.
Are you there?
There you go. There you go, Urban. Urban, you went off. Let me turn you back on. I'm trying, Urban. Hold on, Urban. Maybe let me try a different finger or thumb. Yeah. I can not hear you, Urban.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, I got all green bars.
Yes, you do.
I thought this was supposed to be Miss Blue Moon's and Edna's night to speak.
Well,
Don't speak.
they try to say they don't speak, they don't talk. And, they was reading documents that they found today. And, it was pretty interesting. And I said, why didn't you guys save them documents and let some of you people know on here? And I was like, that would be a pretty good idea. You guys could look at your phones and read off of them documents that, it'll tell exactly where you guys found that stuff. It might give us ideas where you found all that stuff. We don't have to believe it, but they found pretty good interesting stuff today.
Well, that's just it. They talk all day and now they're talked out.
Yeah, that could be the point. It's like I seen they was in there talking about that abortion law again. Look like they're trying to bring that back in the news again.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. I take notice that Joker from New York. They're trying to get him out of office. The one that lied about everything.
Yeah. You know, I seen a document today. It was on. I was telling Miss Blue Moon about it, but I told her I got the video still. And but you know, Elon Musk and not anymore.
And more
No, the vice president. What's her name?
karma.
Con or what's is it Karma Harris?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyway, her and Elon Musk used to be together or something, and he came out and said only reason she got that she wanted more power, and then she threw him to the side, and then she started having an affair with some other guy, and he was still married, and and then I guess he didn't want her, and then she got into with Biden and them, and then afterwards, that other guy, he went back to his wife because he was already in Congress. I said, well, I could believe a lot of that. She just wanted more power. And then they started talking about how much money she gets of being vice president.
yes, yeah. Susie, they call her heels up. Also,
But yeah, I got another phone. I'm thinking about getting one of the cheap cards and putting on it. You know, when I find some of that information on there, it'd be pretty interesting to share it with some of you guys.
yeah, sure would.
You know, listen to the way they talk and stuff. Because, you know, I find stuff all day, but I don't know how to share it on here, you know, that's already out in public, but I don't know how to share it.
I think you have to have a laptop to do that or a
Yeah, I'm
computer.
not, you know, I know you can drop the link in the chat of it, but, you know, I see people taking it and putting it on there and letting it play across the screen, you
Right.
know.
Travis knows how to do that. I think.
Yeah, but he uses a computer.
Well, yeah. You have to use a computer or a laptop.
Yeah. Hi, Katie.
Hello, Katie. Hello, Tiffany.
But, you know, I had a hard time earlier. I was about ready to show him what a flying saucer was like. I tried 3 times or 2 times, and then the third time it worked.
Yeah, but that's not your phone, Larry.
No, it has to be StreamYard.
Well, I sent you that message this morning about the airlines.
Yeah.
I was watching one Alaska Prepper, and he said he thinks it was solar flares. We have a X1 solar flare came through, and X is the highest, and then the numbers go up from there.
Well, you know, I seen Mafugal News was talking about them flares coming in too.
Yes, yeah, he does that too. Just like
But
last night he was talking about how windy it was. He lives around Seattle, and he said the other night it was so windy down there. Now we haven't got no winds up here yet.
I thought he was neighbors to you.
Well, he's in Seattle. That's 2.5 hours away.
Oh, I was thinking he was only like 45 minutes or an hour.
Oh no.
Yeah. You know, I've watched him probably 6, 7 years since he lived in his car. They've really made their show pretty nice.
Yeah, well, he's taking in a lot of money a month right now.
But you know, he's been on. I think some stuff that he's really on like he's really getting good information. And you know, he'll get on there and talk about different spaceships and aliens and stuff. You know, I seen stuff flying in the sky around here, and you know, I know it's either big drones or something, but you know, I was gonna put some of them on the channel we see here, and I was like, talking to the neighbor, and the neighbor's like, because I told him I thought it was a drone, and he said he don't think it is. He said it looks 4 feet, but he said he bet you it's 8 or 14 feet. What he was saying, but he said because it's up so high.
Well, yeah, you just watch how it moves. You know, if it starts doing funny movements and stuff, then you know it's not a drone.
But one night I recorded it out there, and it almost looks like electric, some kind of electric pulse. You'll see it bouncing around.
I've seen a lot of videos on that.
And, well, I've seen it even some of that stuff where it would do that and it would actually be on the ground, but this was up in the air.
Yeah.
And I was talking to one guy, and he said, because you know they put all that fiber cable in the ground, and he said now they got fiber air. You know, something about they can shoot it from one tower to the other, and it's like fiber air now.
Yeah, but they've been seeing them orbs forever, back long before any of that stuff was ever invented.
So are you guys still getting rain?
No, it was another beautiful day today. Just about 5 minutes, and then it was gone, and the sun came out again.
Did you put it on pause so it stays there?
Yeah. We've actually had a very good winter this year. We had, like 15 inches of snow, and then we got cold for a week and a half, and now it's warmed up into the 40s. It's been dry, very unseasonable this year.
Well, it's like that's like me and Edna. We was talking about how much hay we've already fed, and I got 3 rows left. 3 rows of 12 in the one building. That's all dry hay, and I think it was like 40 or 50 bales left. But there was 165 in that building. I've already fed over 100. And now I'm starting with the silage some outside because I had 300 bales of silage. So I'm going to start feeding it now. It's like, man, them cows are eating. It ain't even cold, really.
Yeah. Hello, Tina P.
Hi, Tina P. Sorry about if you guys was in here and I had to shut it off. I'm glad you all came back. But I still had you all wrote down it was over there.
Well, I was on the phone with my brother from Florida. Him and his son went out hog hunting today and got 2 hogs.
I just wondered if I could I see people doing it there, but do they allow you to do reviews on different like air rifles and things?
Do they do what? I didn't hear you.
I see people doing it like reviews on different firearms and different air rifles and stuff. Can you do that on here?
Yes, you can.
Because I see people doing it, but I was just wondering if you could.
Oh yeah, I watch a lot of pistol reviews and stuff like that on YouTube. Yeah, you can do that. A lot of air rifles. I watched air rifles. I've watched some that shoot out pepper balls like you use in a air gun, paint gun. They got a gun out that shoots them, and then you can put rubber balls in it.
Yeah, because my son was telling me, how these guys are doing this deer hunting on YouTube. He said now they're trying to get them where they ain't even allowed to do that.
Well, yeah, they're going to try that because they're saying it's violent. They don't want people. They're trying to get rid of stuff off YouTube that shows you that you can go out and be survival, self-sufficient. They don't want people out hunting. Just like they came out with the chronic wasting disease in deer. And then all of a sudden the deer had the coof and stuff. They're trying to make you afraid to go out and hunt these animals. And they've been doing it for thousands of years.
But that's like where they came out with the deers. Said, oh, they got wooden tongue. That's common. That's common even in cows. But it ain't nothing new. That's from just the texture of their food and different things. And it's awful to see an animal with its tongue hanging out like that, but it does happen. We've had a cow with wooden tongue. Its tongue hangs out of its mouth, and then you got to have the vet come and give it a bunch of antibiotic and stuff. But not this year, but last year, the game warden said let's see, it would be on the other side of Columbus. There was 3 counties there. They said all the deer had wooden tongue, and then in them 3 counties, you're not allowed to even hunt those deers in them 3 counties.
Now, does that affect the meat?
It must be. It must affect it while they're sick. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to put different. It's just like the rabies shot, the way I understood. When the animal starts getting rabies, they got to drop them little blocks out for the animals to get. They'll eat that, and then it keeps them from getting the rabies.
Yeah, I understand that. The next time you talk to your vet, ask them if that affects the meat at all, why they have that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know it's awful looking.
Well, yeah, any animal with their tongue hanging out, that's awful looking.
I got a 20, what is he, 21 years old, little dog. He don't have no teeth. His tongue hangs out all day.
Game over.
He's a little thing. Look at his tongue.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, that's a little yapper. They do that all the time.
Yeah.
That's some little ankle biters.
Yeah, he ain't very big. He almost matches my hairdo.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, he almost matches my hairdo. But he's an old dog. Uh, he's lived 3 different places. He's lived with my sister-in-law. She got him when he was a pup. Well, she had too many dogs, and then every time Edna would go there, he would jump on her lap, and then she decided to get rid of her, so gave her to my mom. And then when we'd go there visit, he would go to Edna and jump on her lap, and then she goes, "You just might as well take that dog home because he don't like me. He likes you." Said
Oh, there
he's
you
always
go.
been. So Edna's had him for probably 15 years.
Well, that's good.
But he still tries to eat dog food. I don't know how.
Oh, he's
Edna
back.
has to Edna has to buy these little personal soft packs and feeds him.
Right.
But I don't see anybody else in here in the back room.
Yeah.
Oh,
Susie, you can come up.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Or Blackwatch. I like to see Blackwatch. They seem pretty ornery.
Yeah. I've seen Blackwatch up on Bonnie's channel already.
Yeah, I see him over there, and I see him over at Travis's and different places. I said, them guys are kind of a little ornery, aren't they? But but no, I like to do the review on some of those air rifles. But I didn't want to do reviews and end up losing the show, and it'd be my fault.
Yeah, well, like Blackwatch said, make it an 18 and over channel. You should have that up anyway.
Yeah, I usually click that anyway.
Well, you should have that running under the screen like they all do now.
Yeah, I see him run it, but I put it on the chat before, or on the show before I even run it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the show before you can even, because it says, I've been marking all my videos, you have to be 18. And it says, is this video for children or not? And I just mark them all no.
Yeah,
Because
that's good.
you never know what could happen on here.
That's right.
But, you could have a kid up here, and, as long as you're talking like me and you, it wouldn't be such a problem, but people makes a big deal out of it.
Well, you never know when Miss Blue Moon will come up with her Daisy Dukes on.
Well, she told me, she said she wears long clothes even in the summer.
Yeah, yeah.
She said she's like Edna, she's always freezing. That's
That
the way
means
it was.
that means they have a warm heart then.
Yeah. Yeah, they said they'll freeze to death. That's like the other night, or last night, you said you'd give Miss Blue Moon a ride. And then Don said he'd give her a ride. I said, well, I didn't hear Tom say he'd give you a ride. He ain't very far, I don't think, from Oklahoma or wherever. And I think he drives through there. I said,
Yeah.
everybody's going to give you a ride to my house.
She wants to ride with Irving.
Oh, she said she'd ride with Urban?
I don't know. She's never seen me drive before.
Well, if you drive crazy, it'd be like Edna. She would probably reach over and slap you.
Probably.
You
She'll
know,
probably-
Edna don't let anybody. She don't ride with anybody, especially in the winter. She don't even ride with her dad.
No.
He said she's afraid that he'll wreck her.
Oh,
I said, heck, he's got 80 some years, or he's got about 76 years of driving. And I said, he only had one accident in his life. I said, he has, and he can take off. I don't care where it is. He knows where everything is in the United States, clear to the Mexican border. Uh, you know, he's a veteran, and when he was in the wars and stuff, he traveled all the time. He can go anywhere, and he don't even need a map.
well, that's just it. That's one thing. I do know how to read a map. I learned that a long time ago.
But I know where some things is, but most of the time I just leave the GPS run so I can make sure I get my right exits. But sometimes that thing wants to run you off of a cliff.
Well, that's just it. When I came from Florida out here, I had a map with me, and then I talked with my older brother because he drove truck, and he told me what to look for and where to look for it. And if I wasn't sure, I got the map out before I got there and looked at it.
Yeah. But yeah. But no, I still might do some of those air rifles. Like I said, I got a lot of nice air rifles.
Yeah, that would be nice. That'd be
You
neat
know,
to see.
I could do probably three or four different ones.
Yeah.
And that's like, if I would do some other like bigger guns, it's like here we wasn't allowed to hunt with a high power rifle here. And I was trying to explain that to Don. During our deer season, we got to use a straight casing. And he's like, man, that's pretty messed up. But, it's pretty flat in Ohio. But I'm closer to West Virginia where it's hilly. So it's hilly here. But you'd think we would have the same rules as West Virginia.
Yeah, you would think that. They could do that. I don't know why they don't.
Yeah, it's a wonder they don't. You know, it's so mountainy here. It's it's funny. And that's like I was saying something about these head cams and these vehicle cams. I'm gonna get one of those and figure out how to hook it to my stream so I can video, like even if I take the boat out, hook it on there and be able to go live and show like the high river and different things. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would.
You know, if you go fishing, you could see some of the fish that we catch here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Good.
that would be.
Hello, Don.
Yeah, Don's in here.
She was back to 8 remote control for my TV. Yellow was good for playing the remote program.
Huh. Maybe somebody can help you with that remote, Don. Miss Blue Moon, she lost her remote, and then I had to help her get it refocused in. We got it.
Yeah. Good.
You gotta hold the button down what you want it to program, and then put the code in to get it to work.
It's a Roku, he said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got one of those Roku TVs. It's one of them smart TVs, but sometimes it's good and sometimes it's a piece of junk.
Yeah, I don't have a smart TV yet.
Don's got a Roku.
Yeah, that's what ours is Roku.
Yeah.
But that's like it's like you have smart ovens.
Yeah.
You have you ever seen the smart oven? You could put your food in it, and then you can tell it when to come on and when it go off. I was like, I'd be afraid it'd burn the house down.
Yeah, I'd be afraid it wouldn't go off when you told it to.
Yeah, that's just another way that they can listen to what we're talking about.
Right.
It'd just be like, Elon Musk came out with that robot. It pumps fuel into your car. I said, I wonder how much you're going to have to pay that robot to come out of that pump to pump your gas. You know they ain't going to do the upkeep for that thing for free. They're going to charge you something for that machine to come out and do that.
Well,
I was watching.
I was watching the guy do when we had that big cold snap all over the country. He was going out and showing people how to charge your electric cars, your electric vehicles up, and they weren't, and the chargers weren't coming on because it was too cold.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that would affect them though, but it does.
Well, that's like, you were saying something about how many batteries do I got in my truck for, it was a diesel and different things. Well, I got 2 in it, and if one of them batteries are dead, the other one, it's still not enough to crank the truck over.
Well, no, not if you need 24 volts.
Yeah, it's just too much compression there. And usually, I think when it's like cold here, heck, you need 3 batteries, it seems like.
Well, you ought to get one of them. Is that for your diesel? Do you got one of them warmers to put in it?
Yeah, I got. It's fine long as it's plugged in, but
Right.
it starts every time. But if you think you're gonna go somewhere in the winter time here in a diesel, and that's the only downfall why I don't like the diesel, because the cord, you gotta have a real big heavy cord, and then even with the big heavy cord, it still keeps the cord warm.
Right.
because it's so cold outside and it just, I mean, it eats electric pretty fast too. You can notice when you got it plugged in and then look at the meter, you can see the numbers constantly clicking.
Oh, I bet. Have you ever done that with a toaster?
No.
Yeah. Have Edna go stand at your meter and have Edna put the toaster on and watch it fling.
Yeah, I've never noticed it, but I know, and I explained this to Miss Blue Moon. If you go look at your electric meters now, they've changed them all to smart meters now.
Yes.
And what was funny is you go and look at it and it'll come up with a number and then it says this service has been closed. I don't know why it says that, but you know, maybe that's part of the new upgrades that they're going to do to the electric. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but a lot of that's to do so they can just drive by with their trucks and scan them. Your address comes up and everything. They don't even have to get out of the trucks anymore to read them.
Well, you know, they did our water company that way. You know how the lids are solid steel. They took a saw, like a round saw, and they put an eye on there. Now they don't even have to come out and read the water meters. They just drive by the house and it automatically goes to a phone or some kind of machine and it goes back to their truck and they don't even have to do nothing.
Yeah, I know.
They charge you a fee for it.
Well, yeah, they still got to pay the guy to drive around, but
Yeah.
he can do 3 times, 4 times as many houses.
Yeah.
And they don't have to come on your property now.
But that's like, you know, I was talking about Miss Blue Moon about I had to get ready to pay some taxes, and then I said, well, we got to pay our dog taxes too, get our dog taxes and stuff. And she goes, no, you don't. And I said, yeah. I said, yes, you do. You got to get tags. That's your taxes for your dogs. And she didn't believe me, so I sent her the papers. I said, you're supposed to get them. And she's like, well, how much are they? And I said, like, well, they're $16 for the year if you get them on this date. But if they go past, they're like 46 or 36 or 46 per dog.
Yeah. Yeah, but
know?
you never take your dogs anywhere, do you?
But you still got to get them.
Oh, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had the dog pound and the sheriff here checking me for every one of my dogs.
Plus, we got fence.
And plus, I got an acre and a half fenced in just for my dogs.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've never had dog tags on my dogs ever.
Well, you know, it's just like over in West Virginia. My mom, she used to not get them until the sheriff showed up there one day and said, I know you got that fenced in yard, but I got to see your tags on them dogs. So she had to go and get the tags for him and show him they've had their taxes paid on them. I just think that's crazy.
That's just a money-making gimmick. You know what? I'd have told that sheriff to go packing. My dog's on my property. I'm not paying you that.
Well, it's because their dog gunneries are hard.
But no, I got the paper here. I got the paper here on it, and you know, it ain't nothing I'm lying about. You know, we gotta get them, or you know,
Take my dog.
or you know, they do that, and you know, like I looked up Miss Blue Moon's. Hers was like $18 or $16 a dog.
They take my dogs. There's gonna be a fight on their hands.
But
yeah, that's crazy. I know
Before,
they're supposed to get their rabies shots.
no, they gotta be you gotta have their dog tags and taxes for them. It says, before January 31st, it's $16. Anything after January 31st is 32
Per dog.
per dog.
Wow, that's just a money making scheme. That's
And
the
then
problem with this country.
And then they got where you can get them for 3 years per dog. It's $48 for 3 years, and anything after that's 64.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's just funny. And that's what I was telling Miss Blue Moon. I said it would be nice to see where that money goes. At least see it going to the these kennels. Where people's helping at the kennels.
Oh yeah, but that's not doing that. Well, you know what to do. Go fill out a FOIA request to find out where them funds are going.
Yeah, that would be a really idea. Here's your paper.
I just find it ridiculous.
But
We pay house tax, and then we gotta pay
you
dog
think
tax.
after you pay your property tax, it would be fine, but it's not. They make a big deal out of it.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
But
Now, is that
that's
a
like,
state law? Is that a state law or is that a county law?
might be a county, I think. County.
Well, I would find out. I would question that.
Yeah, I think it's a county. But that's like it was something to do with our road. My road's the only one that I know of myself that I know. After I pay for my license plates and
Then you have to pay extra.
And-
We live one out of it.
pay for my license plates plus my driver's license, and just for the road here, every one of my vehicles, I have to pay an extra $10 just because I live on this road. And
Wow.
they say it's a service fee of sweeping the road, and I'm like, it's a gravel road. There's nothing you can. They might grade it, but they don't sweep it.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's only about a 2 mile long road. It ain't very long.
Well,
But,
how much do you pay for your vehicles?
huh?
How much is your sticker or your tab or whatever you call it there for your vehicles every year?
Like a van or a car's 46. That's for the sticker on the back of the license plate. And like my big truck, it's 100. One good thing about the Haya, when you buy a vehicle, you pay the tax one time and you never do it again.
On that,
West,
now, what if you go sell that vehicle?
no,
You never have to pay tax.
no, the person that buys it will have to pay a tax on it,
Yeah.
what they paid for it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
but you'll never have to pay taxes. But it's like when we lived in West Virginia, we'd pay them $300 a year for the vehicles,
Like that, you know.
and then you would have to pay that 300 every year. I think that's wrong.
I don't remember my brother doing that. My brother used to live in West Virginia. He lived in West Virginia for 30 years.
Well, that's the way they would do us.
Yeah, he lived over in Hampshire County, over around Romney and Augusta, West Virginia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I know we had to pay taxes every year.
I'll have to ask him that the next time I talk to him.
Yeah, and
Inspection.
then they got to have inspection too on their cars.
Well, in Pennsylvania, we needed an inspection once a year.
Yeah, see, state of Ohio don't do that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, see out here, I just got my Suburban, my license for my Suburban, it was $100. And the same way with my van, that was $100.
Huh.
And that's every year.
Well, I wouldn't think your van they would have charged you of that much.
Well, I
Your
didn't think well, now see, so now in Pennsylvania, a van, my Suburban, SUVs and stuff, it's the same as a car.
Yeah.
And that was $40 a year.
I thought maybe your Suburban, since it has the truck frame under it, I thought maybe that was why.
No. And in Pennsylvania, they go by how much weight. You know, like if it's a half ton, you know, or
Yeah,
3/4
3/4
ton or a ton, then if you get them stickers on, now see, in Pennsylvania, you can have a 3/4 ton truck and still license it for a half ton.
Huh.
But if you get pulled over, you better wouldn't be overweight.
Yeah. I wonder if Miss Lemmon's got anything to talk about.
I don't know, but Susie can come up sometime and tell us about her racing. What kind of racing do you do, Susie? Is it dirt track? Is it hard track? Is it big cars? Is it the little cars? Motorcycles? Mini bikes? Wheelchairs?
Lawnmowers.
Lawnmowers?
I like watching those garden tractor pulls.
Yeah, tractor pull. Yeah, yeah. Yes, Casey, maybe she does drive a monster truck.
We got a dirt track. We got a dirt track. They race these little mini cars, and then they race regular cars. But they do it every weekend out at the fairground.
Yeah, we have the sprint cars out here. There's a place, Skagit County Racetrack, they call it. Pennsylvania, that used to be a big thing. Just like drag racing used to be a big thing back in the day in Pennsylvania.
Freedom Pop, he lived up there close to where you lived at, and he told me the drag racing was big in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, back in the late 70s, early 80s, York, Pennsylvania used to have their own drag track.
Well, that's what he was telling me.
Yeah, the drag track's still there, but they don't use it for nothing. It used to be it was an old airport.
Yeah,
and now they have. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to tell you that's the same thing, and he's told me. He said they would drag race even the cars that they brought.
Yes, they had a class for street cars to drag race on. Yes.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Yeah, now I think they still have Maple Grove. I think they still bring the big cars up to Maple Grove Raceway.
You know, today we went to get pizza. That's what we had for dinner tonight was pizza. And I seen a car. It was a big Cadillac with big fins on it. It must have been a 60s or 50 model Cadillac. I told Edna, I said, I need that car. She looked at me and said, what would you do with that car? I said, ain't that a nice car? I said, the only thing it needs is some paint. And I bet you that guy wouldn't even get off of that car. He'd be like, you just get out here, kid.
It sounded good.
Yeah.
He had chrome rims on it. The back door had a hole and rusted clear through. It looked like he got it out of the junkyard somewhere. It's all rusted from the top clear to bottom, but the motor was all chromed out. The rear end was chromed. The tires were chrome. The side strips going down the side was chrome, but the rest of the car was all rusty.
Wow.
But it would look pretty if it was Massey Ferguson red.
Yeah, then Edna could be styling and profiling then, huh?
Oh, definitely. We used to have a 72 Dodge Dart, and it was the Sportster, and it had the windows where you roll down. There wasn't no thing on it. It had the sport doors on it. It was a 2-door, and it had a little slant 6 in it. Boy, that car ran good.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Yeah, and it was solid as heck. We traded it in for a brand new Chevy Tahoe, and that was probably the worst mistake I ever done. I think,
I drove a lot of Chevelles back when I was young.
but no, that Tahoe, it was a good vehicle, but it was a gas hog. It had that Vortex 350 in it,
Oh yeah.
and it had the towing package and stuff in it. It went good. It's probably practically the same thing as your Suburban.
I love that.
Yeah, the Tahoe is about 3 foot shorter.
Yeah.
Because when I was out looking for my Suburban, I was looking at the Tahoes, and that's what I took notice. They're about 3 foot shorter.
But I just wonder which one goes better. That's what I like to know.
Well, they both go about the same.
Yeah, I was just wondering on the wheelbase because I would figure the Tahoe might go better because it's shorter wheelbase.
Well, it all depends what you're hauling, too.
Yeah. Do you got a towing package on yours?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I put, before I left Florida, my nephew put on airbags on it.
Yeah, the air suspension. There's a lot of them vehicles now. Seem like all them guys are adding them air ride on there.
Yeah, well, this is like all your.
I didn't hear you.
It's like a haul heavier stuff. And I can haul more weight.
Oh, they're like an air shock.
Yeah. Well, they're actually airbags. They're like the bags on the back of the semis.
Oh, well, my friend, he's got that on his 1 ton, and I always crank the gooseneck up and down, and he's like, "You don't have to do that." He said, "Not with my truck." And he pushed a button in his truck, and the whole back end of the truck goes, meow. And then he pushes the button, and it raises the whole gooseneck up. And I was like, boy, that makes it really nice and fancy.
Well, yeah, if you push a button.
Yeah.
I gotta get air. I gotta use a regular air hose to put air in mine. But it's still nice, if you want to haul some extra weight and don't want your back end to sink.
Yeah. I got those on our Jeep, and it works pretty good. It stiffens the springs up a lot.
Well, yeah, that's for sure.
But no, but that boy out the road, it's got that truck with them electric air shocks on it. He puts a lot of money in his vehicles. If I could do what he does, heck, he probably gets a new truck every 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. and it's like skid loaders. Heck, I looked for like 2 years to try to find a half decent skid loader so you don't have to pay a big price for it. And heck, he's went and bought three or four new ones, and I was like, how in the world does he do that?
Pop said he likes your videos on your solar.
Thank you, Freedom Bob.
Hello, Freedom Pop.
But that's who I was talking about, Urban, when he was telling me about the drag races up there in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, yep.
Because he used to go up there a good bit.
Yeah, when we got off last night, I sat here and turned the movie on and fell asleep for 3 hours.
You did.
Yeah. Then I was up until 2 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. So how's the homeless shelter doing? Are they doing pretty good up there?
Yeah. The senior center, we're gonna start bingo on Tuesdays.
Well, that sounds nice. That'll give them something to do.
Yeah, to give them something extra to do in the afternoon for an hour.
Yeah. I was wondering how it was going, you know. It's like one of these senior citizens that's across the river. They ended up shutting one down in one town, and they made and they had to go to the next county and join that one now, and it's like I don't see how they're saving any money.
Right.
You know, some of them people don't drive, and they don't want to ride, so you know, you got to have a vehicle going around taking. Some of them would never get to eat, but if it wasn't for the van going there dropping food off.
Yeah. Well, the way things are going, the prices are going. I don't know how long we're going to be able to stay in business. You know, it's getting terrible.
Yeah.
They had Wednesday's our day to have a breakfast for lunch, and they couldn't even afford to have eggs with it.
Huh. Well, that's like, you know, when we used to put Marble Festival on, we would have people donate stuff and we would sell it during the Marble Festival, and then we'd give them all the money from it. And that would keep that other one running all year. And I was like, well, we just need to start going to these groups and saying, hey, why don't you sponsor us or something to keep that senior citizen place open?
That would be nice. That would be nice.
You know, get them some like coffee mugs or something to sell them for $2 or $5, and you get a nice plastic coffee mug, and that will sponsor the senior citizens to pay maybe some of their bills and have some hot meals for them.
Yes, yeah. I think they're going to have, I think she said grilled cheese sandwiches tomorrow.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Maybe I can talk.
Maybe I can get Larry to make me some.
No, I was gonna say maybe
Larry,
I can.
cook me some.
I was gonna say maybe I can get Edna to make me some in the grilled cheese maker.
I'm on strike.
She's telling me she's doing strike.
Well, you know what, Larry? You still haven't got her van fixed yet, right?
Nah.
Well, go on strike.
I'll drive your car and get the.
She said she'd drive my little Subaru and rip the clutch out of it.
Tell her out there's the tractor.
Yeah, you know, she's scared of it. She'll ride the little like 57 model Ford 800, but when I put her on that big 100-horse one, and she's like, "No, that's too big." But that one's a comfortable tractor. You don't even have to shift gears in it. I mean, it's got enough horses in it. It'll just go anywhere. You just pop the
Yeah.
clutch and it'll just take you. You don't even gotta shift gears. Just jump on the seat and put it in gear and it goes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you don't have to set and shift gears and stuff. That's what's nice about that big tractor. You don't even need brakes on it. The one tractor it burned up. It had it was in the building. We drove it with probably 2 or 3 years with no brakes because Massey Ferguson wouldn't stand up to the hydraulic brake, and it would just go out all the time. I said, "Heck with it. We ain't even gonna fix it. We just drive it like that." So it was full wheel drive and stuff. You didn't even need brakes on it. You just push the clutch in and put it in gear. It'd take care of itself.
Good night, Tiffany. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been on a tractor. I used to drive them in the apple orchards over there in Hampshire County. Used to work in the apple orchards, West Virginia.
But that big blue tractor I use, that's our biggest tractor. It's like 100 and some horse, but I went clear to the bottom part of West Virginia, and that's where it came out of, was apple orchard.
Yeah, okay. Let me read what Edna put up there. Ms., tell Larry I am making grilled cheese tomorrow. Is that what that says?
I'm not making grilled.
Oh, yeah, that's what it says, Irvin.
Yeah. I'm making grilled cheese tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Now, Edna, do you use butter when you make your grilled cheese, or do you put on mayonnaise?
No, she uses butter.
Try mayonnaise sometime if you like mayonnaise.
Yeah, I've ate it that way.
Oh yeah, I love it. That's the only way I make them anymore.
Yeah, I've ate it that way.
Have you ever had a deep fried hot dog?
Deep fried? No.
Oh, they're good. They're good too. Yeah. I used to go to my one buddy. I used to help my one buddy out at his church. For Valentine's Day, they had a oyster dinner for everybody, to come to make money for the church. And they also had hot dogs. So the one year I got I took the hot dogs and brought them out and started deep frying them. And I was eating them, and everybody was so curious about it. And then they started eating them that way.
That's like I used to go to the fairs, and you would see they wouldn't have it on the menu, but now they got it on the menu. Deep fried Oreos and Twinkies and candy bars and different things.
Deep fried pickles, yeah. But they coat them in that batter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you put them in that batter and then you deep fry them. They're still good.
Yeah, I've never had one. I just take the hot dogs and just drop them right in the deep fryer when I used to have one.
Huh. Yeah, we got a deep fryer, and that's where you had to make French fries. But one thing, Urban, I was going to tell you, I got one of my guitars today.
Oh, yeah? Hello, Lily J.
Yeah, I got the electric guitar today in the mail, and Edna already made me take it to the basement.
Oh. Well, how are you supposed to play it for us? You and Dawn.
Well, Don wants to show me how he plays, but you know, I can't play one right-handed. That's why I bought one left-handed. I bought one that I can play.
Oh, there you go.
So it might be a year or so, but I'll pick it up.
Yeah. Keep
I
practicing.
don't know. You know, that's all you gotta do is keep practicing. Don, he said he's got 10 or 15 guitars. He got a drum set,
Yeah.
and I think he has a cello and a violin. You ever see them guys play electric violin?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Them are pretty interesting. I think they sound pretty cool.
I like the fiddle players.
Yeah, I like watching the fiddles too.
Yeah.
I just wonder if they make electric fiddle.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Freedom Pop says, Edna, you better get plenty of earplugs.
Yeah, she better. She told me, she said, you keep that up. She said, I'm getting a drum set and I'll beat on those.
Well, there you go. Then you can have your own little band.
Well, I told her I was going to wait till she goes to sleep and she has to be up early. She wants to sleep in. I'm going to take the electric guitar in there and that amplifier and set it by the door.
I'll beat you with it.
Maybe I'll do a video of me doing that.
There you go. You on the guitar, Edna on the drums, and Miss Blue Moon singing.
Yeah. She was naming off some songs. She said, you need to try Going Country. She said, you need to pick that one up. That's one of her favorite songs. They play that on the radio here a good bit.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Wonder if anybody else wants to come up.
I don't know. It don't look like it.
Nope. They ain't too talkative tonight. So do you think California's going to get that big earthquake?
We're supposed to get one along the west coast here somewhere. It's been hitting over in the western Pacific, over around Indonesia and that stuff, and up in Alaska. You know, they're saying anywhere from Canada to South America. We're supposed to get a big one pop off.
I just wonder if there's been any volcanoes going off lately.
Oh yeah, there's been they go off all the time.
Yeah, I ain't heard anybody talking about any.
Yeah, one in Hawaii just went off last week. Where was it? There's another one that just went off somewhere. They were talking about.
I ain't heard anything.
I haven't watched what's his name? The guy that does the airplane things. Because he usually puts up the watch.
Monkey Works.
Yeah, I haven't watched him lately. Usually he has 7 to 9 of them up throwing ash warnings out.
Yeah, I ain't even seen him on. I'm subscribed to him, but I ain't been getting a notification.
He was on today. I seen it pop up today.
But maybe I should go look and make sure I'm still subscribed.
Yeah, because you know
Or the
YouTube
bell.
takes you off some. They unscribe them sometimes. If you don't watch one for a while, they'll automatically subscribe you.
But anytime you got that bell on, you wouldn't think they would do that.
Well, it goes by if you watch them or not.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know too much more, but I know tomorrow I'm going to do another one of Miss Blue Moon's solar lights that she got, and then I'm gonna send her stuff back to her, and she goes, "You better hope I get my lights back." I said, "You will, or I'll pay for them."
Well,
But yeah, they're pretty fancy lights.
yeah, they look really nice. That one
Yeah,
you did today was really good.
that's what I said. That one there's only I think it was only like I think she was saying $10 or $12.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, especially if it burns for 14 or 18 hours. That's a pretty long time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I got.
you can,
Go ahead.
but no, you can, 14 or 16 hours, even if it was daytime and you wasn't using a light on it, you can plug your phone in it and charge it up. That makes it nice.
Yeah, it sure does. I have a
Yeah.
little light that has a bug zapper in it.
Is it solar?
No, it's rechargeable though. It's USB port rechargeable.
Cause I seen when after I went on that website, I seen one. It was solar, and it was a bug zapper. I said that would be nice, cause the bug zappers they use if you gotta leave them on all night, they take 110, and we got one out in the yard we plug in the summer, but you'll hear it getting them bugs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is battery operated, so it's really it's nice.
But I guess we'll get off of here, Irvin.
Yeah.
Okay, Larry.
Thanks for coming up here and giving me company.
Sure, anytime. You know that.
Yeah. But
Miss Blue
maybe
Moon, Miss Blue Moon said if I don't come up there, she's gonna make me stand in the corner.
she would probably, if you would pick her up, you make her mad, she'd tie you to the top of that Suburban.
Yeah, she probably would.
She'll be like, that's why you got them ratchet straps in the back of that Suburban. You make me mad, I'll tie you on top. And then she would probably make you wear them Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, exactly.
You
I'd
don't
have to
want
put up with
that.
I'd have to put up with her driving then.
Yeah. And Edna said she drives fast, and I was like, well, I don't want to ride with her. The other day she was driving so fast, I thought she hit something. She said, no, that's our road. But thank you all, you guys coming in here.
Yes, thank you all. Good night. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Irvin. Thank you all.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Edna, lovely lady.
You're welcome. Good night.